This Victor Wembanyama build is literally the most broken build in 2K history. Don't just take my word for it. We're going to get right into it so you can see for yourself. Let's go. All right, before I show you guys the build, I'm also going to be showing you guys the jump shot, the best dunk packages, and then of course the face scan. Let's get right into it. All right, let's go ahead and make the build. Once you have the build named, go ahead and hit continue. And then for this build, we're going to go ahead and make it a center. For the height, we're going to bring it all the way up to 7'3". So you're going to have the height advantage on almost every build that you play. Weight, we're going to go ahead and drop this down to 235 so you can keep up on defense. And then for the wingspan, with the defense already being really good and you being 7'3", don't worry, we're going to bring this down to a 7'3". It's not going to affect the defense too much. And then it's going to go ahead and give us an 89 3-point, which is going to give us the best jump shot in the game at this height and give us a bunch of really good shooting badges. All right, once you have that, go ahead and hit continue. And now on to the attributes. First up, we're going to start out with finishing. This is definitely a strong suit on this build. And to start us out, we got close shot. We're going to bring this all the way up to an 84. I think this is one of the most underrated ratings in 2K. And as you can see, we're going to bring it up to an 84, which is going to give us that silver paint prodigy, which is a very good badge. And then now for the driving layup, we're going to bring this up to a respectable 70. And then on to the driving dunk, this is one of the craziest parts about this build. Keep in mind, this is a 7'3" build. It gets all the way up to a 73 driving dunk. And as you can see right there, it is just enough to get us posterizer again on a 7'3". For the standing dunk, this is definitely going to be the highest tier attribute on this build so far. We're going to bring this up to a 90. And then what I would recommend is to use 5-year cap breakers on this to bring it up to a 95 to get Hall of Fame, even legend rise up on this build if you use a max +1. Okay, and now on to post control, we're going to bring this up to an 87. So you're going to be able to back down almost every single one of your opponents on this build as well. We're going to bring it up to an 87 because as you can see, that'll give us just enough to get gold post up poet. We'll get that silver unpluckable. And yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to shooting now. We're going to skip the mid range for now. Don't worry, we'll come back to that. Let's go ahead and upgrade the 3-point. Just max it out. Don't even think twice about it. This is absolutely insane. You're going to get an 89 3-point, which is the perfect amount to give you that silver limitless range and that gold set shot specialist. You'll also have that silver dead eye. This also does give you the best jump shot animation in the game on a 7'3". All right, moving back to the mid range, you're just going to bump it up 1 to get that extra badge on post fade phenom. And then for the free throw, we're just going to bump it up to a 74. So in case you do shoot free throws or you need to, you definitely can knock them down. And on to the playmaking now. The pass accuracy, you're going to be a true point guard. If you're playing fives, you're going to be able to sling the rock down the court also. Setting up your teammates, we're going to get this up to a 93, which is just enough to get you that Hoff break starter and that Hoff dimer. Again, you can use max +1s or cap breakers on this build if you choose to do so. So yeah, you're definitely going to be able to move the ball. For the ball handle and speed with ball, we're not going to touch that. You're going to be so athletic on this build, which I'm going to show you in just a second here. You're not going to need these. All right, and on to defense. We're almost done here, about halfway. For the defense, again, for those of you guys worried about the build being a little bit lighter for a 7'3", you're 7'3", and we're going to give you an 88 interior defense. You're not going to be getting backed down by anyone, and I'll show you that in just a sec when we upgrade our strength as well. We're going to go straight to our block. Go ahead and bring this up to an 84, which gives you that silver paint patroller. And then for the perimeter, we're going to get this to a 62, which as you can see, if you look at the movable enforcer badge, is just enough to get you a movable enforcer, which is a very underrated badge in this game. And then for rebounding, go to the offensive rebound, bump this all the way up to an 85. You're definitely going to be a horse on the boards. You're going to be super fast. You're going to have good strength, good vertical. You're going to be able to get really good positioning on rebounds. And then with the 85 board, that'll be way more than enough to secure some good rebounds. And then last, the physicals, the speed, max it out. Agility, max it out. The strength, you're going to almost max this out, get it up to an 84, which gets you that gold post lockdown. Like I mentioned before, you're not going to have any problems defending in the paint. You'll have that bronze immovable enforcer, very good. You'll get that silver post powerhouse, silver brick wall. You're going to be able to set some screens, and yeah. All right, and then lastly, the vertical. Go ahead and just throw the rest of your attributes here, bring it up to a 74. As you can see, that perfectly lands you on getting silver high flying denier. Like I said, I spent a lot of time on this build. It is literally perfect. Get that to a 74, get that high flying denier, the gold rise up, silver pogo stick, and again, you get posterizer on a 7'3". That's ridiculous. Once your build looks like this, go ahead and double check. It looks like this. If you have some leftover attributes, you might have just messed up on a couple of things, so just double check. And then once you have that, go ahead and hit continue. As you can see, the shades of, like you saw in the video, Victor Wembanyama, Karl Anthony Towns, another guy in the finals right now. So again, very good build. And then lastly, Joel Embiid. You can see the archetype is a two-way inside-out dime dropper. And yeah, there you have it. All right, and as promised before, I'm gonna give you guys the jump shot. I'm just gonna skim over it really quick. Feel free to pause the video and set it up. But for the lower base, you're gonna go with Michael Porter Jr. Upper release 1 and upper release 2 is going to be Baluba. Obviously the animation blending doesn't matter too much because it's the same release, so whatever's fine, but I just have it on 5743. The release speed is maxed out, and then you're going to have it on push for the visual cue. As you can see, you need an 88 3-point shot to get this, and we do have that with an 89 obviously. So yeah, and second are the dunk animations. I'm for sure going to get more of them. Right now I just have the most basic ones equipped. Part of that is just because I haven't got around to it. Part of that is because I'm saving BC, but these ones actually are really good in terms of they're very hard to get blocked. As you'll see here, he does a very good job of keeping the ball in front of him with these, and in the reverse, again, it's hard to block. So most of them are really good, though. I probably will equip a lot of these. The only ones I would really be careful of is, let me try to find it. There's a couple of them that do get blocked pretty easy. I think it was this, yeah, this one right here, the under the leg 360. I have seen this one get blocked quite a bit, but like I said, I mean, if you're just having fun, go ahead and throw it on. Most of them are very good. Let me show you really quick. For contact dunks, this build with that 90 standing dunk does get elite standing bigs and pro standing bigs, so very good there. Alley oops, I haven't equipped it yet, but again, he gets the big contacts as well for the alley oops. Even the moving dunks, like I said, all these are very good. I'd watch out for this one, but yeah. All right, and last but not least, I know some of you guys are gonna want the face scan, so again, I'm just gonna go over it quick. I'm just gonna skim over it, so feel free to pause the video and copy it. For those of y'all that stayed till the end of the video, thank you very much. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.